everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Magical Jill, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Target exclusive G3 Ghoulia Yelps. And I'm so excited because it took me a long time to find her. I saw that people were finding all of the G3 dolls at like different places like Toys R Us and Walmart and stuff like that. So before October 1st, I did a hunting. I tried to find them. I had only found Draculaura. Then on October 1st, I went to 6 different Targets. I found at none of them, except for the very last one, I asked a really nice guy, shout out to Dalton, and he was like, oh yeah, we've got these in the back. And so he got me one of each, and he got me a Ghoulia Yelps. It's kind of ridiculous that I literally had to go to half a dozen stores. That's only counting the Targets, by the way, that I went to. I went to a couple of Walmarts and a couple of Toys R Us's as well and found nothing. And I live in the Twin Cities, which is a pretty big place, and I couldn't find like any of the dolls except for at the very last Target. And I had asked employees at a lot of them. So I don't think Mattel is doing a very good job distributing any of these dolls because they did a absolute piss poor job distributing the Creep Productions. I saw people on Reddit showing shelves and shelves of them at their stores for the Creep Productions, and there was none here. I know, I go to stores all the time, didn't see any. Never saw these on shelves either. And I just kind of find it really sad that Mattel can't even get like their dolls right, that they're trying so hard to advertise all the time, because like literally that day when I went to the stores, they were like, yeah, go buy these dolls on your local Target website and stuff like that. Anyway, so I took her out of the box and she looks really cute. Something I really like about her earrings is they say RIP and they're in the shape of tombstones, which is so adorable. I love the little details that they put on her. She has a knockoff Nintendo Switch that says Monster High on the back, which I think is really cool because I'm also really into gaming and I like that they made her a gamer. And she has this adorable backpack. I don't think you can really put anything in it. They have it slit open just like Draculaura's was slit open. But I tried to put stuff in Draculaura's and then I literally couldn't get it back out and it was a fiasco. So I'm not trying that again with her. She also has her cute little skateboard, which I think is adorable. It also says Monster High on it, and she can go skate on it like wee, wee, wee. Something else I really like is she has this beanie that's got a brain on it, and the beanie actually fits her head really nicely. I've had Rainbow High dolls that come with hats, and usually they just pin the hat to their head, and when I take the pins out to do their hair, and I try to put the hat back on, their head is so round that the hat just falls off. But this one doesn't even need to be pinned on her head, it just stays on. So I'm really happy about that. I think it's really high quality and nice. And I think the clothes actually feel really high quality and nice too, except for the skirt, which I think is supposed to be like a pleather. But the rest of it looks really cool, and I love her combat boots. They're also supposed to be brain themed, which I think is really cool since she's, you know, a zombie and she's supposed to be super smart. So I forgot to read Ghoulia's box, so I'm putting that in now. Ghoulia Yelps, it says on the back of the box, and it's got really cute art of her holding her little game, playing it, and the girls are in the back. It says her monster type is totally brainy zombie. Monster must-haves, skateboard and brain puffs. Monster pet is Sir Hoots-a-Lot. So that's all it says. It used to say more on the back of their boxes back in the old days, or at least I thought that it did. Yeah, it did. Because I have a Creep production here right now that I'm looking at, and it says a lot more on the back of her box. So it's really interesting that they just kind of stopped doing as much lore stuff in the box and stopped adding in diaries, but I still really love the doll nonetheless. I kind of think a lot of this lack of lore things on the box and lack of reading and diaries and such, and just not putting those sorts of things in there, is Mattel trying to push Monster High toward an even younger audience. Because when I was a kid, a lot of the girls looked a little bit older than they would have been, and that was just kind of the style back then, and you were expected to just kind of read these diaries and just have fun with it. So it kind of seems like it's more aimed at an audience that is more infantile and just doesn't really care as much about the lore and is kind of sugar-coated to fit the tastes of people nowadays because they don't want to see dolls with super short shorts or crop tops. So I find that a little bit interesting. She came with Sir Hoots-a-Lot originally too in her very first doll, which I wish they'd do a pre-production of because I really want her. I kind of think he looks cuter now. I think they made the animals all look a lot more cartoony these days, which I think is really cute. And I like that he's kind of got curved feet, so he can be like mounted on her arm. He fell off and it fell across the room, but you guys get the point, I think. But there you go, here he is. He looks cute, and she loves her little Sir Hootsy. She also came with brain puffs. Those, I imagine, are like cheese puffs, but they're brains. And this must make her smart. I think they're spicy because they've got a little picture of peppers on them. So I don't think I'd like these very much, but I hope she enjoys them a lot. And last but not least, she has a cute little phone. It's her Coffin Phone. And of course it's coffin shaped, but it's also got a little brain on the back. She's very brain themed. They are really running home with the, she's a zombie, she has brains, and she likes to eat brains. It's a little bit cliche. They're really driving it home. I wish they would have included her signature cherry look, or maybe like a laptop since she loves doing computer things. But other than that, I think she's really awesome, and I absolutely love having her. And it took me so long, and it was such a journey to be able to find her. I've always had a very special place in my heart for her. A lot of people have said that a lot of the lore reasons for how she is because they think that she's got autistic tendencies, or like seems like she presents autistically. And I found that really interesting and sweet, because people don't really show off autistic kids very much in media, especially in mainstream things. And that's why it kind of makes me really angry when Mattel doesn't do things like a Haute Couture or even show her in advertising and stuff for Ghoulia, because I think that representation is really important, especially for kids growing up who feel like they're different. And a big part of Monster High is making everybody who feels different be able to fit in. And so something that I've always really liked about Ghoulia is, even though she's kind of weird and kind of different, she has so many interesting qualities about her, like being really smart, and I always thought she was really pretty. And I really liked that she always wore cherries on her outfit, so I'm a little disappointed that they didn't put cherries on this outfit. However, I think it's really cute. She's got like a little heart that's in the, like, it's a brain, but it's in the shape of the heart, if that makes sense. And she's got like a cute leather skirt that kind of looks like goo dripping. She's kind of got this skater vibe to her this time around, which I honestly think really fits her character. She wasn't a skater in the original, but if I was going to pinpoint somebody to be a skater, I'd probably say they'd be a comic book nerd. You know, somebody who like likes that sort of nerdy stuff. Something that I love is they kept her comic book nerdiness because they have Deadfast on her skateboard. It's really cute because that was her favorite superhero and she wanted to be just like him. Out of all of the dolls so far, I think she is the least changed from her original. She still has her blue hair, she still has her tealish skin, she's still a zombie, you know. A lot of the other ones seem like they had their style completely overhauled and changed. She seems like she still kept like the basis and the heart of her character, which I really enjoy. For every Ghoulia Yelps doll sold, we're donating $1 to DoSomething.org to support mental health initiatives for young people, is the sticker that it says on its box. So that's really interesting to me, because if they're not distributing this doll well, and the Target that I went to, which was the only Target that had her in stock, only had 4 of her, then doesn't that mean that in almost 6 cities of Minnesota, only $4 is going to mental health initiatives, right? So if this doll is not being distributed well, and people aren't able to buy her very well, how much money really is going to be going to the mental health initiatives? And also, how is Mattel making money off of this? That's also my question, if they're not distributing the doll very well. So like, and especially if you buy it off of eBay, your dollar is not going to the mental health initiatives. They're not donating that. So I guess it just kind of makes me mad that there's a really good cause behind this doll, and it's the only doll that it seems like has this cause, because I didn't see this sticker on any of the other boxes. But they're not even putting it on the shelves. I don't get why only Ghoulia is the doll for the mental health initiative thing. And it kind of seems like they did that because people have always had this headcanon that she's autistic. But then she's also always the one doll that they say isn't a main character, that they don't do anything with, that they make sure isn't in advertising, wasn't even in G2 at the beginning. So overall, I'm really happy with the doll, but I'm really disappointed with the way Mattel has distributed everything, especially with the fact that this doll is supposed to give $1 to mental health initiatives, because it doesn't seem like they're going to be selling enough dolls to even make a difference if they can't even put it on store shelves. That's not a disappointment with the doll, though. I really like her a lot and I love her design, but I wish that Mattel did a better job distributing her. To close off this video, I wanted everybody to know that if you're a unique monster like I am, then you might like some of these really cool art pieces that I've been doing. I made this. It is a skull decoration. It's kind of like for Halloween, but it could also be for any time of the year because we all love skulls in this house. And it's very pretty. It's made out of resin, and I make a lot of things out of resin now, and I make jewelry over on my website, enchantedglamour.com. All of my resin pieces are exclusive to that website. You can't get them on my Etsy or anywhere else. So I'm really excited about them. I use recycled comic book materials to make some of my art, and others, you know, I'll just do resin like this. So I hope you guys go check it out and maybe pick up something unique for yourself. Almost all of my pieces are one of a kind, so you're gonna have to get there quick if you want something. Thank you so much everybody for watching. I hope you guys all leave a like and subscribe and tell me what you thought of this video down in the comments. It means a lot to me. Every single time I see somebody say something nice, it makes me smile. So please just let me know what you think, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!